It's Thursday, and we all know what that means. Yes, a show that almost always starts on time.
Hey!
The show that will never get boring arguing over semantics.
Hey!
Right. It's that show on Thursday with Ziona and Slaygon. Live on Slay Radio.
Well.
Well,
What do you know? Oh, it's very blue in here.
not too bad though.
I thought in honor of the very valiant effort of the Democrats in the US. Came up a bit short, but here we go. We're blue.
Okay. Yeah, we can stay blue for the evening.
We're blue double day, yes,
Yeah.
because it didn't go our way double day.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we all are blue, I think. Ever so slightly. Oh, let me start this. That lifts up the mood a little bit at least.
Yeah, hopefully.
But yes, this week it is what it is, and I guess now we have to live with that and hope for the best, because that's what we can do.
Yeah.
Not really being very optimistic about that one, but I don't know. Surprise me?
Okay. Nardog has a good comment. Ermagerd, Berks shirt. You have Berks on your shirt. Ermagerd.
Yes. I have a lot of cats with a lot of books. Books are good. Children
Berks.
read books, and this
Children-
won't happen. again.
Children do read books. Yeah.
Let's
that's true.
hope. Let's hope
Well-
the future generation will read at least.
One could hope. Hopes are not very high, but there's hope.
But cats and books are good. You can combine them, like here. You know, these are all the purple little things are all cats there. So
Oh, the purple little things are all cats.
yeah, I'm not sure how visible they are in this blue
actually
light.
quite visible.
Okay, good.
It's quite. It pops quite much actually.
Nice. That's nice to know. So remember, books and cats, very important for the future. Thanks
Yes.
that I could say that.
Not that cats can read, but you know, they like to tear the papers or the pages apart and
Yes.
kind of fluff them up and make a little bit of a bed or whatever to lie down in I don't know, like a what's it called, fosterställning, you know, crawled up like a fetus. Fosterställning it's called in Swedish. What's that called in English? The fetal position. There we go.
Yeah, good timing with that one.
Seems appropriate, yes. Sorry, I might go a little bit dark a couple of times here over the evening. Try not to, because, well, that's not why we're here.
No,
But,
definitely not. But this
yeah.
is a topic that also triggers the hell out of me, so I don't want to go there either.
Nah, and it's not the channel for it, so
No.
there we go. But
No.
it affects all of us in one way or another, even if we do not live over there.
Yeah.
We have Ukraine just around the corner, and yeah, that's still going on. And the orange dumpling being a buddy with Putin over there.
Dumpling. Don't tell this, I love dumplings. Oh my
well.
god. He would be a funny character though if he wouldn't be who he is right now.
It would still be a funny character if he didn't have the position he had now.
That is exactly what I wanted to say. Thank you for the translation.
Well,
Anyway, we have
so
to kick off this show.
hopefully that was it on that topic, except for this shirt here. That's kind of, yeah, that's that.
I see we both made the statements with shirts today. Okay then. So, anyway, hi everyone. It's
Hello.
the 2024. It's the 2020. It's 2024.
It's still 2024.
7th of November. Exactly. And
exactly, not in between.
no, not in between. It's not the 8th and not the 6th. It's the 7th, okay? It's the 7th of November. Thursday evening, and we are back with our weekly show of Commodore
Of the
64 of the week of Commodore 64 and Amiga remixes and SIDs and mods and whatever else you want. And it's
And as I showed you earlier, we can actually play SIDs from on real hardware. That's a screen from the Turbo Chameleon.
nice. That's really, really nice. We will
Yeah.
have fat bass lines today.
Yeah, I did have the Teensy ROM plugged in earlier. Then I kind of remembered that last time we tried that with Terra Cresta, didn't go too well. I updated the firmware on it, still no go on the Terra Cresta front for some reason. So Berlusconi asks, did the bridge burn again? Well, I can read you on Discord, so maybe not. Seems to be up and running.
Yeah, but at least from on our end.
Yeah,
so
it's just not a very chatty type of an evening, I guess.
everyone is in silence, and we understand that.
Yeah.
But
Maybe-
anyway,
Maybe when we get to a proper topic that is not that thing.
maybe. Yeah. Well, at some point we will, and we fire up the show with Proton's newest hit, Dark Side of Mars, and he made an awesome video to that as well. So right now it's worth to watch the screen as well.
Screen.
Yes, there's screen in this radio show. Those on the relays, there is a screen on Twitch and YouTube if you want to join and watch whatever we are doing here.
Yes.
Otherwise, just listen.
But anyway, here is Proton and Dark Side of Mars. I hope we have volume there. Oh, we do. It's just going to load first. Best graphics I've ever seen on the 64. Come on, Proton. Oh.
Oh, it can't be everything for you, but thank you so much for featuring us there, and warmest greetings as well. Thanks for your awesome work too.
That was awesome. Thank you. And
your
also,
awesome work was awesome.
Yes, and also rock. You rock.
Oh God, you really had to. We had to do that.
I did.
Yes.
I'm just queuing up the next one.
That is a good thing.
Are we playing it next?
Loading
or
music.
Are we playing it next, or are we?
Yes, we are going to play that next.
Okay, next.
Yes.
Okay, I'll just keep that open there then.
Excellent.
Good evening, Dax. Good evening, GoHacks. Good evening,
everyone.
Fluke. And good evening, Proton. And Berka is with us also on Discord. I'm just going to do this. For those on the stream, you will have a little bit of a QR code if you want to join us on Discord. Just follow that.
New feature.
Slay.radio/Discord.
Now you don't need to do anything else but scan it with your whatever device you have around.
Exactly. And also hello Bolo and Berlusconi and ASDK and Nardog.
Paranoid Droid.
Paranoid Droid, yes.
Retro gaming
people.
music? Did
yes,
you say
I said fluke?
Fluke, you said
Yes.
fluke. Okay.
I said fluke.
Good.
Fluke.
I0.
I0. Yes,
I0
I
as
did not
well.
say I0.
Yep. So, hi everyone again, new joiners who joined after the first few minutes. First few minutes, we are like 21 minutes in the show. Yes,
Yeah.
we are so good with
We
that.
just didn't say hello to anyone in particular, I thought.
But now
yeah,
we
whatever.
did, and we say a future hello to everyone who is joining after this.
Oh, and Grisor says, where's the QR code for IRC? Well, I actually can create ASCII versions of the QR codes as well.
God.
It will
Really?
just flood the Discord, and I haven't done proper testing of that yet. So I know how it translates onto Discord. So it's actually a QR code on Discord as well.
How many people are nowadays on IRC?
I guess there's about 80 people in the channel. If you
80?
want to join the people and you're an IRC person and don't care much for the video streams and such, you can join the IRC people. We're on Fnet and the channel Slay Radio.
I'm actually connecting it right now just to check out what is going on there, out of curiosity.
Well, what is going on? You can actually read that on Discord.
Yeah, I know, but it's not the same.
It's not the same. And of course you can't see who is on there
Yeah, of course not, but
when you're on Discord.
couldn't look up your host name. Oh,
No.
yes, they could. Hi.
Oh, no.
I
or
changed mode. This is so old school again. Oh, and we did this like a few years ago, and you didn't want to go to Discord back in the days. Oh my God!
No.
Wow.
I still don't quite like Discord, but it's kind of the necessary evil out of the options that are out there. So yeah, I don't know.
Yep, good bunch of people there. Not 80, but
How many?
Right now about, let me see, 30, 40 maybe.
What?
Yeah.
Then we
Kind
must
of.
be in a net split.
The net split. The legendary net split. Yes, but
Wow, yeah.
net splits usually end.
55.
Yeah. So
Yeah, they usually end, but kind of depends on. Yeah, but it's about 55. Yeah, last time I checked, it was somewhere around 80. So I don't know. No, it's 55. You're not counting the ops.
No, I thought that first I thought that he wrote a random number, so I wrote something else.
Aha.
But no, 55. It's 55. Sorry. Yes.
No, 64.
Yay! No, 64. No, we still need to. Yes, we are alive. Great. Okay. Well, yeah, that's great. We are always happy about that.
Yeah.
So,
No, what I'm actually would want to have instead of Discord is basically an open platform where kind of like a good version, what they used to have for... Ooh, they used to have a web chat version for FNet, which is partly the reason why we ended up on FNet rather than on any other network. Because I used to be an operator on Dalnet, and the earlier version IRCnet, which then split off into FNet and IRCnet in like the early 90s or mid 90s, can't remember which. But either way, Slay Radio was started after the split. So yeah, can't even remember. Oh yeah, we used to actually not have our own channel even. We hung out in the channel called Remix 64 the first few years. Then it got taken over by someone. So I thought, fuck it, let's start our own channel. So we did, and that was in like 2005 or something like that. Could someone check up who is on IRC there when the channel was created?
And yes, it's disabled, said Ace, so web chat is not working anymore. I remember logging
2004.
in.
There we go.
I remember logging in the first times when I rejoined Slay Radio, like back in the days in 2016 from web chat, I think. But yeah, those were the days.
Yeah.
I mean, those were the days back in 2004 and before that.
Yeah, well, we've been around for a while. So 20 years old channel, 20 years and a couple of months. So yeah.
Good to know that the channel is 20 years old.
Yeah.
You should have remembered when you created it so we could just celebrate its birthday.
Should have, but didn't really care that much. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe for its 30th birthday, we'll do a happy birthday IRC channel kind of a thing.
Dax says the question is coffee or water?
Always coffee if you have the option.
Yes, but you can't drink like 3 liters of coffee every day.
Yes, you can.
Well, you can, but probably it will have some consequences, right?
It will. But you can drink weak coffee as well.
Yeah, I know the kind of piss that you are drinking sometimes. It's not coffee. I would not call it coffee.
It's mostly like the coffee machines that, like Ericsson, for instance, had horrible coffee machines.
I think
they
all
were
those,
very watery.
Honestly, all those coffee machines that work usually are like, meh.
Yeah, the ones we actually have at Telia are quite okay, which is a bit sad. Also, by the way, worst fucking Taco Tuesday ever for me. Not only did the Democrats lose the US election, I also got made redundant. So there's that. Hey, so no more good coffee machine coffee at Telia.
Well, we have better at home, I can tell you that.
Oh, we definitely do.
So that part is at least arranged. But yeah, right now the future is open for you as well, I guess.
It always is.
It always is. I mean, I would not be afraid because you pretty much get reach outs every day from recruiters and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you will choose what you want. Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see where I land. But last day will be at the end of November. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Depending on where I land, there might need to be some security background checks and whatnot, because we do have a couple of contracts out there that deal with kind of sensitive things that need background checks. So those usually take about a month or something to clear. Used to be a bit quicker because I went through that process earlier as well, like 10 years ago or whatever, it took like a week.
Uh-huh.
But with the situation we're in right now, globally, there's some more checks to be made. Put it that way.
So you're a housewife now?
Gohang says, so you're a housewife now? Oh, well, yeah, haven't I always been?
He has been. He is better with household work than I am, I think. So.
You're better with laundry.
True.
I kind of almost, I'm almost in the same position as Lagerfeld. Like, yeah, I need to do the laundry. Step 1, find the laundry machine.
Yeah, but this would sound like you are the typical case, but no, he is not, because he is always the first one who thinks of vacuuming something. And sure, if I see like a direct stain or whatever, I clean it up. That's no question. But like those regular cleanup type of stuff, well, that's him who thinks about that. Like, I don't realize it on my own.
There's a kind of a natural reason for that, I think. She's Hungarian, so she always wears slippers. So she has never ever thought of actually looking down at the floor.
That doesn't mean that I like dirty floor. I don't, but it's not like I think of that actively when I don't see a dirt.
No, but
there.
you don't have the same kind of natural instinct of looking down where you step, because if there's like a puddle on the floor and you're walking in socks only, that's not very nice. But if you wear sandals, you don't even notice it.
I don't call them sandals.
Like
they are slippers.
Or slippers, whatever. Like today when I went to the sofa, I kind of had to jump over the little puddle that was right in front of the sofa there, because someone had puked.
Oh.
Yeah, so either Zelda or Puko had puked there. So I don't think you would even have noticed that. You would have just smushed it and went, oh, extra slippery right here. Why? I wonder why.
Yeah, I mean, if it's transparent and I don't see the light shining on it, then I might have missed it, yes, and I'm not walking around in socks, so that probably matters as well. Yeah, I guess so. But he's so great with these things, and I'm so grateful for that. You have no idea. But yes, I'm trying to get better as well. I actually did like a regular maintenance list right now, not complete yet, but at least I have the to-dos in a table now. So that is a good start. Not kidding, actually. And this is not an advertisement. I would love if they would pay for me for this, but there is this project management tool, Monday.com, at work, and I started to discover it like very early on, before we even started to use it at work. But then my manager came in, and then she recommended that. And before that, we used Trello, and Trello is really not for that type of purpose. No, it's like it's good to have your note cards around, but that is definitely not. No, it just didn't click with me when it comes to project management.
So your mouse was broken, it didn't click.
No, it didn't click. And the fun part is that when we started to use this tool, I was always like not really good with administering what I did, my work, right? I would say that there were like possibilities to develop there. And yeah, Monday really helped me a lot. Because you can just organize everything into tables, you can give a priority, you can give a deadline, you have a lot of views there. You have the Gantt chart view when you want to see the timeline, and you have just my work, like this week, what deadlines I have this week, what subtasks, and it just helped me
and it's
so
not
much.
It's not a gun chart, like a pew, 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 pew. It's a Gantt chart.
Sorry, Gantt chart. So yes.
By the way, hello Mario Hansen, who's saying greetings, just found the channel, and boom, a live stream just started on YouTube.
Oh, hi. Whoa, just started. Yeah, you are good with booms, I guess, and starting things like that. So
Oh, and hello Pixel Pat also on Twitch.
Pixel Pat.
Pixel Pat.
Pixel Pat with 2 L's
Yes,
in it.
Picky
Picky.
No, not the PPP.
So shall we play the first request of the evening after like half hour?
Oh shit! Yeah, we've been yammering on forever.
Yes.
So yeah, how did you come by this one?
Which one?
Monty on the Run.
Frida requested it, and then
excellent.
I checked up the guy. This guy is doing game remixes. He has a lot of YouTube followers, namely 279,000 YouTube subscribers, and he has like 604 videos. And he does game remixes for enjoyment, and he happened to do a Monty on the Run remix.
We like.
Yes, we like. So this is a gametal or game metal? Game metal?
GA metal.
GA metal, yes.
Gametal.
Gametal, indeed. And Frida requested this one.
Okay, so here is a gametal or gametal. 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 Let's say gametal. There we go. Monty on the Run. Frillidum. Frillidum. Come on, man. Gametal. You can do it. Frillidum. Oh, that's the end screen.
Yep, follow the guy because he's amazing. I'm gonna put here his channel. Game Tal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Game Tal.
Yes,
I
because
guess.
if you say gay metal, then it will be something different. But
very, very different. Yes.
yes, but game Tal. I guess I don't know. Let's ask the guy later how is it pronounced. But yeah, he is great, and it's worth to check him out. So. Yeah, I subscribed. I can tell you as much. Thank you, Frida, for this request.
Yeah,
very, very nice.
Awesome. And that, like, who said it? Like a super accurate guitar playing there. I think it was Dax. Oh yeah, he's very accurate with the note. Yes, very.
Yeah, he was. So, as I said, even Dragon Force couldn't do a better job on this one. That's yeah, that was such a nice remix. And
a very, very nice request. That we do like. Yes.
Yes.
More of that.
Yes, definitely. Any other similar type of requests are very welcome. And yeah, just in case if you don't know, Dragon Force is they have a very known song, Through the Fire and Flames, that was featured in Guitar Hero as well, and that should tell you everything because obvious reasons there. And they love very fast guitar wanking, and I definitely love them. I have been at one of the concerts as well, so I also have a T-shirt with the Dragon Force logo.
Oh, you mean? Yeah.
Yes. No, I don't only have one T-shirt, Slaygon. That's not what I wanted to say. But yes.
I have a T-shirt. Me too. No.
Yeah, it's great to have a T-shirt in this type of weather. I would say that layers are the best.
Indoor weather is horrible.
Yeah,
this time of year.
Yeah, but at least the T-shirt is nice. I think it would
also,
look
you don't have weather indoors.
Temperature. Yes, but I was talking about the thing in general, not only indoors. Whatever 9034 said, I'm now a fan of gay metal.
Who wouldn't be? With that wanking, come on. Oh, some proper guitar wanking right there.
Yep, agreed.
Oh, and Proton has asked the same question twice now, so I think it's, yeah. He would like to request a SID by Zookeeper, called Zookeeper by Reed of Fairlight, the winner of Music Compo at Zoo Party. And yeah, I can play PRGs and whatnot. It will take some time to transport them onto the SD card because I don't have a good way of... I do have an RRNet module in the Chameleon, but I haven't configured anything. So yeah, I need to actually yank the SD card out and do the transferry bitty bits.
Transferry bitty bits?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, could you send me a PM with a link to where I can find it, and I'll see what I can do. Cheers!
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to read his line, but then we got off track in our conversation. So, yeah, it happens sometimes, once or twice.
Once or twice.
Once or twice it happens that we got sidetracked.
Oh, it never happens over here. We are very good at being on topic all the time, continuously, because we don't do off-topic things ever.
Yeah, I saw a meme today that there are 3 types of people: the optimist, the pessimist, and the it's a cat.
Yeah, and there's how is the saying going? There's 3 types of people. Oh, 10 types of people. It's kind of works written only because it's a binary thing.
Oh.
The 10 or 01.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to look for that and put it on the screen. That's easier.
I can't remember the joke now. I'm great at telling jokes if you can't see.
Especially when they need visual reference and you don't put it on the screen. But maybe we should play a request meanwhile you are looking for these things. What do you think?
We can.
Okay.
Am I playing it?
I'm playing it.
Ah.
It's on me now.
Oh,
Not
it's on you now.
Yes, it's on me. And that would be Paranoid Droid's request, which is Instant Remedy and Pinball Dreams Nightmare, some aftermath of Halloween, I see.
Apparently there's a third type of person, the one who cannot quote quotes. Wait. I wasn't watching. I was fiddling with the 64. I didn't see it was ending. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It says nightmare, and I think there's a reason for that.
It sounded nightmarish.
He definitely did. We also played this song last time, I think, or in the show before. I don't remember. I think it was in the Halloween show as well. And
yeah, it sounded like it. What is going on here? I think I just broke the SD card.
And it doesn't really mean anything for anyone else than
No,
you, because you see it on the screen, and I do.
Yeah, well.
But
so, file browser. What does this even mean?
what does it mean? What does it mean?
So I copied the program over to the SD card, and now all the things that were on the SD card are gone. So yeah, I'm gonna yank. Oh, maybe it's because it was mounted when I yanked it out. God damn it. When will we have Slay Radio marathons show, says I0.
Context, I0 said before that I'm actually currently watching 2 radio shows simultaneously. Finnish BBC's radio is having a 42-hour marathon show for charity. Hosts, two guys are doing this for the 6th time, and it is having a video stream also. So when we will have such a marathon? Well, that's a good question. I mean, 42 hours marathon, I would be very happy with a 24-hour marathon as well, I think. But that's certainly a very good question. I think we need a few hosts for that, so probably it's not good if we are the only ones who speak for 24 hours.
No.
Yeah.
That would probably not be optimal. We've done, I think, 2 24-hour shows in the past, like in the distant past, mind you. But yeah, I think we were Mackey, Bosnia, like 6 people, I think. Yeah, Dax, 24-hour stream is what we did. Continuous, like in 3-hour chunks. I think I had like the 6 a.m. or 3 a.m. slot at some point in one of those. Yeah.
And Fluke would want to help if we do such. So.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Very nice.
Okay, let's see if we can eject this thingy. Where is the ejectomatron?
He is still dying.
Yeah.
With the yellow screen.
There we go.
Chameleon.
There we go. Eject.
Do we have a chance to play this as a next? Oh, that's my card reader.
Yes,
okay.
Your card reader.
Okay.
Pop it right in there and check the file browser. Yay! Look at that. Except, well, now everything else is gone, and the USB-C dot is the previous attempt. So I don't know. Let's. This is probably 8580. So I'm going to switch over to the 8580 on the 64. Should have a little bit of background hum from the 8580. Like minus 55 dB on that one. Anyway, I guess it's a 8580. I didn't read. So let's try playing it, shall we?
Yes.
Okay. Let's. Raster time. Fully doom.
Fully doom.
Diddly doom. That's an awesome Sid. Wow. Oh, sorry. Wrong button. Just gonna reset that and switch over there. There we go. Fluke said, can someone tell me what we're listening to? Is streaming stuff on C64? Based off of the raster time that took, and just by listening, it sounded like at least some voices, voice stuff, they could be modulated like oscillators and what's it called, ring modulation and things like that. But could also be samples. But drums certainly sounded to me at least like samples, which is why it took the whole screen of raster time on that one. But yeah, sounding really, really nice, and also very funky.
Funky.
Yeah, funky.
Funky. Yeah. Yeah, really impressive. And of course, you can watch more C64 goodies in about almost like 2 weeks. So that's gonna be like still 16 days to go until Transmission 64 party.
Mm-hmm. And let me just bring up schedule thingy-ma-bob for Transmission. There we go. Deadline on Friday, and then that's the schedule for the party itself, the 23rd on Saturday. Unfortunately, we are clashing with Mystarter, but hopefully, since we are online, people can tune in at Mystarter to watch us. Magnar actually invited us to Mystarter so we could broadcast Transmission 64 from Mystarter.
Wow.
So that's certainly something to think about in the future, if that would be of interest. So
wow, that would be something. Yeah,
so
but
thanks for the invite, Magnar, but probably not this time.
But that would be also weird, because we are competing, or Selection is competing a little bit with the other demo parties' releases.
Yeah, sure, but at the same time, if we do cooperate, the more the merrier, I would say.
Yeah, that would be
and it's unfortunate
nice.
that it clashed this year. Last year there was 1 week in between Transmission and Mystarter.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's unfortunate that it clashed, but things happen. This is where we are now, so we'll do the best we can out of the situation, and try to work to not make it happen in the future. So there's that. Plus, maybe it's opened up a discussion of interesting cooperations and such.
Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. And Gohanks is asking, am I the only one that hears a faint echo in the background?
Faint echo?
Faint echo. Echo.
I don't think we have any echoey thing going on. Oh, we do. There we are. Okay.
Is the echo still there?
No, should be gone now.
No, but I'm asking Gohangs because he needs to verify that.
Yeah, I'm gonna check what if this. Yeah, now you should have a faint echo. Now you should not have a faint echo.
Yeah, let's see.
Are you in a haunted castle, maybe? Yeah, says FS. And yeah, Gohanks, are you in a haunted castle where we have also in the future where we have died and now are haunting you with previous shows that are perfectly timed, that are perfectly timed to the previous dialogue?
Wow.
Oh yeah, I just read the CSDB info for Zookeeper, the SID that we just played, and THCM is a music routine written by the Human Code Machine, which is obviously the longer version of THCM. Not that it's quicker to say THCM than the Human Code Machine, but he says, it took you more than 10 years after I asked you to make a tune with my routine, but I only can say it was worth the wait. I agree. Also, that's I think the same routine L-Man uses for his sample SIDs.
Okay.
So a bunch of the stuff on this album actually uses that. I think it should say so somewhere down there. I don't want to do this.
Which part of it?
I do not
say
know.
that there is a lot of credits there.
Yeah. So if you want to have a look and play it yourself, I just posted the link on Discord.
Yes, but it's beautiful, and I would not read all the names here, but we are featured as well. Featured. Beautiful graphics on the background, at the background, and eight fantastic tracks there. So still
we are pasted instead of featured because this is from the past.
Featured, yeah.
Featured.
Yeah, I know it's featured. I just,
things them up.
Never mind.
But Discord link right there on the screen.
Yeah.
Also, if you're not on Discord, I'll change the QR link to go to CSDB. There we go.
Radio / Discord.
The CSDB link to the SID that we just played. Fantastic.
Should we play another track then?
Oh, we can. Am I playing it? No, I have nothing.
I think it will be me this time, because Johnny Vegas from the internet.
The internet. Johnny Vegas. Wait. There we go.
Hello, I'm Johnny Vegas, and when I'm on the internet, I listen to Slay Radio. Oh, you cheeky monkey.
There we go. Johnny Vegas.
So Johnny Vegas is requesting.
You sound like you're having a shit.
Johnny Vegas. He wants to hear Emre Bulsat and Dream and Trance, Good Love.
There we go.
Indeed, there we go.
Dream Trance. Good Love
It is Good Love.
by Emre Bulsat.
It's a nice 90s flashback song, which we
Yeah.
always appreciate, especially me from the two of us, I think.
The
What?
fuck is Berka posting? It's like the what was the thing called where the orange early YouTube era, an orange with the mouth and eyes and whatnot. That reminded me of that one.
Yeah, but it's very, very typical. Even our cats are doing this when you imagine their faces like that.
Oh yeah, they meow with the whole face.
Yes, that's why this GIF was done, and someone was very, very spot on with that one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So that someone must have cats, I think.
Oh, we might have another video to play. Winner of the Zoo Party Wild Demo Compo. We'll play that a little bit later.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that idea. Also,
Because I presume we have a bunch of requests that we need to get through.
yeah, we
And
definitely
also,
do.
if you want to request, go here.
Yes, and just scan it with your mobile. But if you want to go there with the desktop computer,
Slay.radio/request. I know, I tried to do the text underneath thingy.
yeah, I
It
know it's
didn't
not
work out
easy.
nice.
Yeah, it's you don't know how long or short the URL will be. So,
No.
but anyway,
Yeah, try pasting a Google Maps thing in there. See how nicely it formats.
yep. Fun stuff. Now that I have IRC open, it highlights me anytime my nickname is written there. So that's kind of funny because this is how I noticed. Not on Discord. Look at that. And Discord is in front of me.
So you noticed it on that chord.
I noticed it on the dock, Lime chat kind of trying to bounce there. That Blood was saying that I vaguely remember Ziona doing websites. Do you have to make the pages usable by screen readers? And for some reason I misread it first, unable instead of usable. Right? It's like one letter difference. It's literally one letter difference. Usable by screen readers. That's what I'm learning about in the...
That would be readable. Rubble?
Usable, but yes. So, do you have to make the pages usable by the screen readers? In a sense, yeah, it's really great when you do that. But I guess there are levels how you can make them kind of. How do you say that? Accessibility friendly, kind of. Obviously, one of the things is to always have the alt tags of the images filled. So obviously, when someone just hovers around them, they will know what they are about. That helps. But then again, I don't specifically specialize at that area, so I need to pay attention to a few things, and I try to. But bringing in like frameworks that take care of certain things and don't take care of other things, like our framework, for instance, uses a lot of background images because of the responsibility, and they are not
responsibility.
Responsiveness,
Okay.
yes. So a lot of background images are used, and that means that you can't really use alt tags there. So in those cases, it's a very good question how it qualifies as an accessible website. But I guess this is a balancing act, because if the image doesn't add anything to the content, then it's irrelevant if they are there or not, really, because they are just illustration of the same thing that you try to describe next to the image. So, but yes, we preferred the responsiveness over this. So we have a lot of background images and several aspect ratios to deal with.
When you say screen reader, I instantly hop to the security kind of a issue that you can actually read screens without seeing or install any keyloggers or screen grabbers or anything. You can actually read what the signal is sending to a screen remotely. If you can have a direct line of sight. It's fucking freaky.
Wow. Yeah.
It's not a perfect representation, but for the most part, you can actually read the text that is on there.
Okay. And I think that with the AI entering all the fields that we can possibly imagine, that will bring us the next level in this screen reader thing shortly, that the AI will just try to figure out what's on the image and it will just read it through the screen reader. That's what I see as the next step. Probably won't happen overnight, but very likely it will happen. I recently tested Photoshop's generative fill with the AI filling, basically disappearing, making objects disappear and how they fill in the area. And let me tell you that my first test of the image was a very challenging one, because it was a family picture in front of a fence that had a lot of lines. And then, can you make those two people disappear and the other one over the shoulder? And I'm like, sure, I definitely will look into it, how it's done with AI, because I can do it manually, but it will take some time. So, well, it still took some time, because the generative fill was quite okay with filling in the space there, but there were details that needed to be refined by, manually. It depends on how complicated and regular the background is, or what kind of pattern there is that the generative field is to take care of. So regarding screen readers, I think I see it entering this field as well. I think that we don't need to pay attention probably shortly to these alt tag fillings anymore.
Probably not.
Probably not, because
now that we start to get these AI enhanced chips and whatnot in computers, a lot of that workload will be shifted from CPUs and GPUs onto the specialized chips. So yeah, all of that will get rewritten and better going forward, I think.
Yeah. And Gohanks said, I think it's smarter to use it to generate alt text instead of generating output on each client separately. Sure, it's like not like you run a live AI on the website and then each time so it needs to recheck the content of the image. Probably that would be stupid.
It would be client side that does that with the help of the AI chip in there. Kind of like you would do for training data for AIs right now. The more GPU power you have, the more images you can process, and that sort of thing.
But then you say client side, and this is exactly what he talked about. Instead of generating output on each client separately, that would generate output on each client separately, if you say that from that perspective.
Sure, but that's what I mean. It would be a fairly simple, modern AI that analyzes a picture can easily, say, even locally run versions of them that run on CPUs and GPUs. They are fairly quick at identifying objects in a picture.
Okay.
Like Photoshop, for instance, when you run it, it actually calculates those things locally on your computer, I believe. It doesn't send the picture to the cloud and make the assessment there, but it runs it locally.
Not entirely sure about that, though.
I'm pretty certain that is how it works.
It needs to work with a huge database to be able to.
Not necessarily.
It took some time.
Yeah.
I definitely needed to wait
maybe
several
Adobe.
minutes.
Well, since Adobe anyway needs to go out on the cloud and do a bunch of stuff anyway, so maybe they do it that way. But I think the workload will shift from data centers to the local machines once the AI chips are like broadly available and like a standard component, like most all computers except for like the most hardcore server variants have some sort of graphics processing unit in it, so you can offload a bunch of workload onto them. And the AI chips will be the chip that you would offload like chat GPT type stuff onto, or image processing, as it were.
I mean, yeah, possible. I can test Photoshop with disconnecting from the internet and see what generative fill does then. But yeah, that's for something for later. Now we need to play a request because we are talking here for like quite ages now. Yes. And the next one is Fluke's Turrican, it would be. Or Turrican?
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 Turrican? Turrican.
Tur icon.
Tur icon?
Yeah, Tor the icon.
Tor the icon. Okay, well.
No, shoot or da.
Shoot or die.
Shoot or da.
Shoot or da. So, retro gaming music and Turrican shoot or die.
Follow him, retrogamingmusic.com. We have sound. Fully dum. No?
Fully?
No?
Do?
No fully
No,
dum,
no.
apparently. Huh. There you go. RetroGamingMusic.com.
Yes.
Without
and,
fully dum, but with some
great
extra, but
remix.
with some extra hair, I noticed.
Oh. Extra feature, extra hair, but yes, it's an amazing remix.
Yes. Hurricane is always good.
Yeah, agreed.
I was going to do something.
What you were
Oh
going
yeah.
to do?
I think if we do, is that? Oh yeah, there we go. Cool. Just wanted to check if I wanted to put us in a monitor where we would need. Oh, there we go. Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
Uh-huh.
You checked your old monitor just like that, and then it disappeared.
Then it poof.
Must
Gone.
have been very heavy to lift though, and doing this so fast, I would say that this is very impressive.
Yeah, I'm a magician.
Yes, good
Which-
one. Harry Potter has
Exactly.
said Dags.
Yes. Harry Potter and the Philosopher is Stoned. Harry Pothead and the Philosopher is Stoned.
Oh.
There we go. That's the full
Okay.
title.
Oh well.
Yeah, that's a bit of a brain worm as well. And we did get the request from Proton for the Wild Compo winner from Zoo Party. I think it was a Petsky thing. Petcore presents.
Okay. Yeah, we can do
does
that.
it say anything about anything?
Does it say anything about anything?
JavaScript demo, 100% Petsky, it says. I don't know how JavaScript enters the picture, but...
Anyway,
Eh.
are we planning to play this now?
Yeah, well, I guess we can. Not necessarily right away.
Okay.
We can if you want to.
I think it might be a good idea. It's not that we play a lot of music tonight
that is
either.
very true.
So we might as well get into the point there.
Get to the...
Get to the point. Don't say anything, please.
Okay.
Thanks. And yeah, now that we talked about it,
Yeah, so...
Killer Pillar demo.
Yeah, Killer Pillar demo by Petcore.
Petcorp.
Petcore.
Petcore is a different thing, I think. The core of the pet is a different thing than Petcorp.
Yeah, if you have an S at the end, then it would be Petcore. I think this is Pet Corporation.
Okay, but anyway,
Like the
yes,
Marine Corps.
yes,
Corpse.
too much talking.
Too much talking, not enough pets. Here we go. Okay, that was fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Excellent demo.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice things happening on the zoo party. I was asking actually, why are we not there?
It's in Finland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finland is a great place.
It could be.
Could be. Well, technically, you are coming from there as well.
Technically.
I know you don't feel that way, maybe, but you
I
still
used to.
do. You used to.
Yeah.
So yes, I would love to at some point, maybe.
Maybe. You've been there once.
Yeah, once in
Yeah.
2005, Helsinki, and I never lived so close to Finland ever than now. So I guess it's easier from here to get there. But looking at
It's a hoppity skip.
yeah, hoppity skip indeed. Looking at my winter opportunities, how to travel through time and space, they are not looking very good. So I probably need to look into kind of switching countries and switching cities. And for now, I know that I have Amsterdam and I know that I have Munich and Zurich and those places where I can switch. In fact, also sometimes Warsaw comes in mind, but it's kind of.
And then you realize they don't have any airports, or what?
No, they have two airports and they are very far from each other. And when the switch would involve both of them, then it's kind of a time-consuming task. But and then me feeling also bad because I go into a city where I don't visit people when I go there, and I'm that close, right? So yeah, that's also a factor. But I need to look for options now, sometimes for my occasional visits to Hungary, because Ryanair just tends to take away the Budapest flight from us for the winter, which means that from November until end of March, I don't have a direct flight from Gothenburg, and I don't like that.
Awful.
Yeah, and of course Copenhagen would be the first choice, but then again, bless you. The problem with Copenhagen is that even the cheapest ticket, when I kind of upgrade it with Wizz Air and I add like one baggage and I add the train and I add the bus return ticket or train ticket, then it becomes the same expensive as KLM does and Lufthansa. So then I just choose KLM because if it's the same amount, then I will probably go with them.
KLM.
Yeah, they would be nice, but they are not the cheapest. So yeah, I need to look for
Also,
options.
probably don't exist anymore.
What, KLM? You mean KLF?
Yes, I do mean that.
Yeah, so yeah, we will see. But yeah, that's a bit annoying when you get used to a convenient direct flight that only takes 2 hours from here, and then all of a sudden your whole day is about traveling. I don't like that.
It's not very optimal.
No, but you know, you still gotta pay a visit for Christmas, so I need to come up with something.
Well, do you have to?
I mean, it has been always like that, you know, and there are things that has been always like that, therefore they just need to stay like that, I guess. It's
Yeah, because
otherwise
things cannot change.
there are some things that can change, but there are certain things that you just think that, yeah, how sad they would be if that wouldn't be the case, and yeah, it kind of doesn't feel right when we don't meet around that time. So yeah, it's kind of that's why.
Yeah, I understand.
That's the problem there. But
Yes, it is.
yeah.
Yeah, and somewhere in December, I think we will pop by Stockholm at some point to meet up with Danko.
I
And
like
if
that
we
idea.
if we don't do that, we might pop by Düsseldorf and meet Danko and Romeo Knight.
Yeah, and it's not that it's very complicated because we have a
No.
direct flight to Düsseldorf. I need to
Exactly.
check. I need to check Düsseldorf Budapest flights now. Now I know.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Maybe
we
there
go.
will be something there.
Flight planning on Slay Radio.
Yeah, I mean it's like literally yes, you can use Skyscanner, but it won't give you all the options, right? So I
Yeah,
thought
it
that
doesn't know about Romeo Knight and Danko.
No.
What's with that?
no, no. In
What's
fact,
up with that? As what's his face again? From What We Do in the Shadows, Matt something, who also does the voice of one of the gods in Crapopolis.
yes, it's Moss from IT Crowd.
Yeah, but
Um,
Matt something, his real name.
Oh God, I don't
Ah,
know.
gee.
I know, right? I don't know.
I need to check this because now I got annoyed that I do not. Matt Berry. There we go.
Matt Berry. Okay,
Yes,
I will
Matt
remember
Berry.
now. So that's good.
I was going to say Perry, but that sounded too familiar in a different direction.
They have a direct flight.
A direct.
Direct flight. No, why all the tickets cost the
They are
same amount?
directing.
But Eurowings has a direct flight there. So
Good.
well, not that good because it's still kind of expensive, more expensive than what I got used to at least. It's not super expensive, but it is.
Okay. So, is someone a wizard? What date-ish? Like Christmas-ish or something?
Yeah.
If someone is a wizard with finding good flights from Gothenburg to Budapest,
No, it's fine. I can handle. It's just
I know
annoying.
you can handle.
It's
But I thought maybe someone else could do that while we are doing a show.
no, it's fine. I have my ways.
Yes, you do.
I definitely have my what I can't find on the internet. It's not existing. You know.
There we go. Berka found the flight. There we
Oh,
go. Perfect.
Aha. Okay.
So,
yeah.
Excellent.
That looks definitely more comfy than some of the Ryanair seats for you.
Yeah, definitely. I would say.
Yeah, that could work.
Jesus, these links go all over the place.
Yes, please put it on the screen
Yeah,
so at least we understand.
I'm just gonna cut out a bunch of crap from there. Oh no, I don't want to debug.
No, you
There-
don't want
there
to
we go.
debug.
There's the thingy Berka found with a mouse pointer. Here is the thingy that Berka found. There. That's the plane.
Yeah, that looks
Pippi
safe.
Longstocking.
Yeah, definitely can work.
Astrid Lindgren.
What happens?
Swedish
What happens
person.
if your legs are so tired that you can't carry on there?
It'll glide. It's fine.
Okay.
Then
well,
you just say,
easy
Mayday,
peasy.
Mayday, Mayday, Mayday.
Right.
Or Payday, Payday, because I need to eat because I'm fucking trampling this thing.
There is a direct flight from Sweden, but it's from Stockholm. And
No,
Stockholm.
he's commenting on that one. The
Yeah,
picture.
the
That's a
picture.
direct
Yeah,
flight.
direct
Pippi
flight from
Longstopping.
Sweden. Yeah, definitely.
Long stopping? What the fuck is a
Long-stopping.
Pippi Longstopping?
Actually, Pippi Longstocking, I don't think that it made it that far. That it was very known around Central Europe, but
I made it
think
pretty
it's
far. It was a
made it
kind
far,
of a
yeah.
global thing.
Blogel.
Blogle, yes, very
Ah.
blogle.
So Blogel is something that a blog is writing about. I
Oh
think.
yeah, I think so. Yes,
Okay, good.
Yes.
We invented a new word
we
then.
invented blogle.
Okay, we invented Blogel. Okay, that's just getting worse and worse over the evening. Let's play a request, shall we?
Yeah, we shall.
For
I
FS.
FSS.
C-Triple Alliance from First to Last Ninja. I think we heard this before.
We
Did
have,
we?
and it's a great track.
Citric Alliance presents From First to Last. must be cut badly.
for the end of the song.
Oh, okay.
Foot-delly, foot-delly-dum-dum-dum,
I
foot-delly,
think we still have like
foot-delly-dum-dum-dum-dum.
we still would have half minute, kind
No.
of, but not that much.
It's fading out. Still a great song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It definitely is. Oh, thank you for
You're
starting
welcome.
that. Thank you for taking care of everything here.
You're welcome.
You know what I was thinking of? That despite the fact that we are not going into details here right now, because this show is not about that, one thing makes me always wondering that I don't remember the world being so polarized when I was a child or
It
when I was a
wasn't.
teenager. Yeah, exactly. That's my feeling. So
Yeah, do you know why?
why?
Because we didn't have the internet back then.
Oh, makes
So
sense. Yeah.
that also meant that any information you got, if you wanted to know something about the world, you basically had the library you could go to, read the newspapers, or watch the one or two channels on the TV that broadcast news.
Uh-huh.
Now we have the Joe Rogans of the world that are just having a conversation,
Right.
and all the other kind of podcaster type things that have opinions and all of that. So yeah, you're gonna get a lot more opinion out there instead of researched facts. And yeah, that's gonna be a tough nut to crack because everyone has an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And they are, of course, in their full right to voice their opinion, but too many people take opinions as fact is the problem. So you get entrenched people, once they start believing something, they cannot stop believing it without overwhelming evidence. And even in the face of hard facts in their face, irrefutable evidence, they refuse to change their mind. So once you get to the position where you have a bunch of people on one side that are firmly entrenched in their ideas and their beliefs, and another the same, and they try to talk to each other, they will not understand each other or be willing to bend even a little bit to be kind of in the center and understand the other's position and kind of incorporate that into their worldview. Because tribalism, we are tribes, essentially. Our mindset, our tribe.
But there should be a solution for this at some point, because this is not something you can keep up. Like, there will be such a big collision as a result of this.
Yeah, sure.
It's,
but how do you fix a problem that is in essence human? You biohack everyone? I don't know.
No, it would be like if just those two sides would be willing to talk with each other. Like, you can see sometimes, rarely, because I don't do this very often anymore, but sometimes I speak up in comment sections and such when I particularly get annoyed, or I have some emotional responses, or maybe just not that emotional responses, but my rationalizing type of thing, and I feel like I need to speak up. And even I feel that it makes me upset. And in a sense, I don't want to feel that way, because I know that the other party there who is participating has probably also the best intentions, even if he thinks like the complete polar opposite of what I do. And I just try to understand where he is coming from.
Yeah, friendly discourse is a thing of the past.
Yes,
it's it's not been that long since we had that, even in the era of the early days of internet, where you didn't have these like entrenched kind of places where you would go and get your opinion, and that was that. Now it's done. I'm never going to change my opinion again because I'm with this group now. That's, I think, the main problem, essentially.
That is a huge problem. Like
It
that
is,
is the
but how do you fix it? That's
$1,000,000 question.
I don't think a million will take you far. It will take you
$1,000,000
to
question.
considering the question.
Okay, well, yeah.
Pay me $1 million and I will consider taking up the consideration of considering the question. That's how far $1 million will take you, I guess.
And then, well, everyone can say whatever they want, but probably education is the only way when someone develops the critical thinking and is willing to open up their comfort zone and talking with these other people. And I'm particularly, like, when I'm in the mood, I can go on in the comment sections for so long, like, and I just really don't want to do that and waste my time all the time with that. So a while ago, I actually stepped back from all these comment wars and whatnot for a reason. So you don't hear a lot from me nowadays on social media regarding this.
The last time I did that, I was in a COVID-19 group. A lot of vaccine deniers and
Oh my God.
you're gonna die in 2 years. Yeah, I'm still here. So yeah, that worked out great, exactly as you predicted, obviously. So kind of beating down on that sort of misinformation or disinformation rather, because it was not misinformation as in they didn't intend to spread misinformation or false information. They were misinformed from the beginning and had fallen into the kind of abyss, I guess, of just weirdness and shit and just couldn't get out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and yeah, that topic is also like, it just made me so upset that there were some people, okay, it's like, I respect that you believe that this is not a real thing, but what does it cost you to freaking stay at home and protect elderly people or others not to catch this because their life is in danger?
Take a simpler example. Wear a mask when you go to the store.
Yeah.
Like even that was like too far for them. It's like,
yeah, like
why?
Why? Like, to protect someone else's life, and you don't believe in it. Sure, ask your friends who lost a relative, and then they will tell you. And it was so obvious that it's like, some people just still treated this as like a made-up thing or whatever. And I understand that the trust is not really established fully towards the pharmaceutical companies. I get that. And in some cases, I also don't vote for taking medicine for every sort of small problem that you have. I don't think that's a good thing. But just the chance of killing someone, not directly, but indirectly, and you not taking this small move to protect others, that got me furious. Furious.
Yeah.
Like, this is just such a small inconvenience for you, and it can save lives. And then you come with hurting your freedom. Oh my fucking God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and the whole idea that, well, it's not going to affect me. No, obviously not. You're 30-something and healthy and whatnot. And most likely it's not going to do anything to you. You're going to get a sniffle. But yeah, whatever.
Good for you. Like good for you. But yes, this also made me furious. And yes, this is all about what I can say about this. And feel free to disagree on that. But seriously, it made me upset.
Yeah, and Dak says, meh, Corona talk, good night. Yeah, it's not really Corona talk. It's mindset talk.
Yes.
It's the mindset of not being able to take in information and process it properly without, or actually taking in information from actual doctors and sources in this instance. Or take another example for nuclear power. Same thing there. You have the opponents on one side and the proponents on one side. That nuclear, worst thing that ever happened for society. Yeah, either that or maybe global warming is. Nuclear will help in that regard. How about balancing those kind of things out somehow instead of hard trenching yourself into one ditch or the other and just sit there and, I don't know, fire guns over the fucking hill without even looking. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's like just the mere fact that if we talk about this, it gets such emotions out of people that some say good night. It's like, think about that fact. And I'm not saying that I respect your reaction. If you feel that way, absolutely feel free to go. And I'm not against what you are saying, but just the mere fact that this is the emotional response that we got from each other as humans right now, because the world is so polarized, is just blowing my mind. It's just, it really, it wasn't like that, and it really shouldn't be like that. And the solution, the only solution is communication to this. It's one thing to understand the other party. I don't see any other solution than that. But we are just closing ourselves up instead of trying to communicate. Why does it make you upset? You are feel free to share, and I shared what made me furious, and sure, and it's valid, and I will still understand what makes you upset. But turning our backs to each other just because we completely don't agree on something, that's not the solution, I think.
You know,
So-
especially not if you want to actually have a conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
Just shutting down and just not going to participate anymore. That's not going to lead anywhere.
Yeah, that's
end.
not going to lead anywhere. That's the point. And yes, Dex, we know your opinion, and it's fine.
Thoroughly.
It's okay.
In the know on that
Yes,
department.
and you know ours, and it's fine. It's just to keep the ball rolling and the conversation going. Why we think that way, and try to keep an open mind of what and how and where our others are coming from. I guess that would help tremendously humanity on a long run.
Yeah, and Goang says social media bubbles are making it very easy to validate your own opinion and condemn others. Yeah, that's the tribalism I was kind of alluding to earlier. It's like you find your tribe and then you stick with it, and the more you hear from that tribe, the more you will kind of become entrenched in that idea.
And to simplify the messages to that extent that it will trigger that emotional response of you, and you can't help it with videos. That also got like so much onto the next level, I think, that they simplify a topic. They share this opinion from one perspective for 1 minute, and then all of a sudden it just blows up because aren't you upset that this have happened? Yeah, sure. It upsets everyone, sure. Anyway, so, yeah. Anyway, yes.
Sorry. Not trying to get too political and all of that.
No, it's about the polarizing everyone. It's not only about politics. It's like, why are we so disconnected? We shouldn't be. We really shouldn't be. It wasn't like that, and it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to raise.
Yeah,
and yes, it's connected to the happenings as well, but it's not purely about politics. No.
No, absolutely not. That's where the tribalism thing comes in. We've always been tribal. And Bitstorm just said, I feel there were always tribes. It's just they were on single platforms, i.e. forums. The monopoly on social media doesn't help. No. Well, it's not per se the monopoly on social media that is the problem. It's the way in which you focus attention on those platforms, and what gets lifted out as important and what is lifted or suppressed as opinions. Like, for instance, the if we just draw the parallel again to COVID, like the lab leak hypothesis was very much suppressed in many circles, for instance. It should be investigated, obviously. I think everyone agrees on that. But like jumping the gun and saying that, yeah, obviously that's that, and now it's a weapon. It's like taking 3 steps before we even know if it's true, sort of a thing. So yeah, it doesn't help.
No,
but
it really doesn't. But I guess that's all that we can say about this topic, and we should carry on with music instead.
We should definitely do that.
And that's what we're gonna do. So I0 had the request, which is also Pinball Dreams, and which this is also an Amiga remix, obviously, because Pinball Dreams.
Well, maybe I can use this I got permission from Wobbler to use. He actually made a glass kind of a Amiga 600 animation.
Excellent. Okay.
So we're gonna try that one.
Let's try that one. So, Pinball Dreams Beatbox Remix by Acnotronic.
This beat is Acnotronic. Fully dumb. It's fading out the drum? Oh. But yeah, thanks Wobbler. That's a very, very nice Amiga 600 animation there.
Yep. Very nicely done indeed.
Berlusconi says, put it on YouTube or something, Wobbler. He has jeebus, what was it called? Like a Sketchfab or something like that. He has a page where he publishes some artworks here, like he recreated Attack 2. One of these.
Oh.
With I can't remember the is it Sketchfab? Is the program called Sketchfab? If you hear this, Wobbler, correct me or something. Commenting on YouTube, I think, is good. Oh, by the way, anyone listening, if you could throw in a comment on YouTube, see if that actually bumps the numbers. That would be fun. In general, we kind of get maybe one comment on YouTube, so I don't know.
But the comments throughout the show are not the same as comments.
Yes, obviously.
Under the video, like,
Yeah.
obviously, why would you comment that after that?
Yeah, but maybe now there's a bit of like political mindset and issues or thoughts rather to comment on. So maybe throw in your thoughts and ideas in there. I don't know. How do we get around it, for instance? That's a direct question. So comment on that. How do we get around this polarizing thing where we have our small little tribes where we refuse to take in ideas from the other tribes? Maybe.
Yeah, and I'm having a discussion on Facebook about
Oh,
that
no.
thing right now.
Mid-show as well. Great.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky. It's about how much of intellectual diversity is in those countries, because I lately posted a meme with how many of these countries would have voted and what is the ratio between the voting between the two parties if they have voted for the US election. And of course, it's interestingly enough, the Nordic countries are at the top, who are really, really on the blue side, so to speak, but on the chart is exactly the opposite, so it doesn't really make sense, marked with orange anyway. And interestingly enough, Eastern European countries are at the end of the list. Yeah,
This is
thank you for looking for it.
The chart.
Yeah, so it's kind of an interesting correlation there. Again, if you just try to think of everything like economy and intellect of people, and then there is a counter argument right now that Hungary has a higher IQ than whatever other country, and think of it again. Well, how do you measure intelligence? I think we talked about this earlier. I don't think that IQ is a good measurement of that, but okay.
Also, if you want to have a quick rundown on how high IQ actually makes you blind to certain things, there's an episode out by Veritasium. I think it's the latest video he put up that actually explores this idea. So if you have like hard facts, something neutral that you need to consider, and you have a math problem of sorts, most people who are intelligent, they kind of solve it pretty easily. But there's like this weird kind of mid-range where as soon as it becomes like a political issue that they need to consider, like gun safety or whatever, then math goes out the window. It's like, nah, don't need to bother with that now because I have opinions.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's about, I don't know, 25 minutes long or something, but he goes out or sends out someone to do some like on the street interviews with people with a simple kind of pro-con issue.
Yeah, I believe ethics and moral conduct should be a part of everyone's education all the way from grammar school. And yes, I agree, Svein Tore.
Yes, and also how to find proper information, like how to be source critical.
Yeah, right now that's a really, like internet brought this need, I think, and it's super important, and it would really need to be education, like part of the education from very, very early on, because otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, and that kind of ties into the question that Blode asked. Sir Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web. if he had the opportunity to commercialize the web, would this have vastly impacted the growth of the web and all the troubles that came as a result? If he commercialized it, someone would have done an open source-ish version of it. I think adoption would be slower, but once that can of worms was opened, I don't think there's any turning back.
No,
so it would just have delayed the inevitable, I think.
And if he wouldn't, then someone else would do a similar thing.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, so then we agree. And then Dex added representative surveys, things that you can control if you know beforehand who you are interviewing and then can control them through the media. There is something to that as well. Yes, definitely you need to know that. And if you want to shape it to your own taste, you can. And it's tricky. It's really tricky. So unless you are completely in the middle, there is a good chance that you will be biased in one way or another.
Or it doesn't matter if you're left, right, center, you're always biased.
Yes.
Every single human being on the planet is biased one way or another by one metric or another.
Yeah.
So, there's simply no way around that. The way to get around the problem of everyone being biased is to try to be, when you present an idea, try to be neutral and balanced in that. That's the only way to get around that. Because then whatever information they get, they will interpret through their own lens.
Yes.
Instead of the tribalism that we see today, then you will already be presented with an idea or a thought pattern that you already think you should be adopting, meaning that you will essentially lose out on a lot of information that could be had, but you will just ignore it because now you're entrenched in your little tribe there.
Yeah. Unabula said, I missed the start of the show. Was there talk of intermission 64 party?
I think you mean transmission 64, but,
but it would be fun.
We did mention it briefly, but a good point. We might as well throw this up. There we go. Little QR code right here takes you to Transmission 64's homepage, which contains a schedule and everything. November 23rd, and you can find that if you're not looking at the video stream and whatnot. Transmission64.com.
Yeah.
And November 23rd.
Yes. We are excited about that for sure.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it, but we fucking are.
No, this week is this week. But Lord Evil has a point as well. Apolitical, I think, is the most bullshit term I ever heard. Everyone is political, at least to a certain degree.
Yeah,
True.
Unless you have zero opinions about zero things,
yes,
then you're apolitical. But you cannot find a person on the planet who has no opinions on anything.
Yeah, so that is also very true, and that's why, we talked about this before. We don't want, even if anything is going on, we don't want this show to be about politics. No, definitely not. But we cannot avoid the fact that we have an opinion, and we might voice it when it comes up.
Yeah, but I think, and I think we will end the whole political kind of thing with the comment here from Svein Tore. He says, the only viable solution is the United Federation of Planets taken over so we can have a common extraterrestrial enemy to fight. I hear the Romulans are looking for a fight. We can fight them with SIDS. I agree.
Yeah, let's fight them with SIDS and good music. So let's go back to it. And the next request is Berkas, and that would be Spaceballs State of the Art.
Spaceballs!
Remixed by Gareth Wood from Amiga Remix.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, another Amiga remix.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice catch there. Wow. Well done.
Well, that went fast at the end.
Yes, yes. Sometimes we speed up, even if we are actually almost entering the last half hour of
Oh,
the
wow.
show, and it's crazy because we had a lot to say today, it seems, and we are not even getting started yet. So it's
no.
kind of scary, yeah.
And we didn't play too much music again, so sorry, but for those that are new, we do have a rotational both on YouTube. It's under the Slay Radio stream, it's called. So find that, subscribe, etc., whatever. But also through regular relays that you can listen to with a regular player that can play internet streams. You can also find us on TuneIn and such. If you create an account on Slay.radio, you can also request remixes to be played when we are not here as well. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think we have about 7,000 members now. 8,000?
Whoa.
Something like that
On the website?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's scary, big number. Yeah.
Well, 25 years. I'm so...
25 years, I made it. Yeah, great work there. I mean, never argued with that.
Well, it's hard to argue with time. You will always lose.
It's hard to argue with numbers as well.
That
Yeah.
too.
That too.
Unless you're one of... what's his face again? The black actor that keeps saying that 1 times 1 is 2. Terry something? I can't remember now. Cuckoo. It's like, no, all physics is wrong because the base problem is that 1 times 1 is 2 apparently. Or I don't know. Weird. Terence D. Howard, thank you, Paranoid Droid. I knew someone would know this. Yeah. Or there's some... watch the debunk by Professor Dave Explains of Terence Howard. Those are kind of fun.
Trying to get out of my head from the previous discussion that I was just having.
In your head?
In my head, no. Now I commented on the education. How would you describe the Swedish educational system if you would have a chance to do that? Like how were most of your lessons? Were they asking for your opinions on things? Like how often would you be interactive throughout the lessons? And
for me, when I was in school, is very different from what school is now.
Yeah, okay.
Apparently. So my experience was I was a bit of a trouble kid back in the day. I had very hard time kind of even attending lessons. Did well on all the tests and all of that, which is why I didn't flunk completely, because I scored quite high on the tests. Because lessons got boring because basically I knew most of the things. But there was this one teacher who was also married to another teacher in the school, so it was like a couple, and they were both great, and they taught socionomics, I guess it would be in English. SO. So they were very engaged with people or the students, which was great, obviously, because then they actually got people to listen to what they wanted to say, what they wanted to impart from their knowledge. Similarly, well, not similarly, diametrically opposing kind of a teacher that I had was the math teacher, who essentially ran around and smacked people in their heads. He walked behind us and smacked us in the head if we were being a bit rowdy in class, which we were, I guess. Which we were quite a lot because, I was wearing this.
I didn't say you sharing your traumatic experiences, but
well, no, I'm not. It wasn't traumatic. But I was wearing this, and in the 80s, it wasn't very popular to not be part of the crowd, put it that way. Me and my buddies were not, on par with the educational system, let's put it that way. But there were a couple of teachers from early on that really invested their time in trying to understand how I worked.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was this one teacher that really sat down with me and tried different things. Like, am I better at picking up information when I read or when I listen, for instance? So he did like A/B testing on me with that. So that was interesting.
That's great that they put effort into you like this.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a son who is now 33. I don't think his schooling was in any way. He was a bit rowdy too. I don't know, like father, like peanut. His experience was different. I grew up in a very small village. We had like 1,500 people there, so school was very small. But we did get people from the surrounding villages into the school. So once you start 7th grade, you get to share classes with other people that are from out of the village. You go, oh, what? Who are you? Never even heard of you. Because everyone knew everyone, obviously. It was very, very different. And I think it's very different in basically all of the schools based on where they are located, what kind of teachers they attract and that sort of thing. So I don't know. Even then, I would guess that. Even then, when I went to school, I would guess that schooling was very different if you grew up in Stockholm, in the suburbs or whatever, compared to a school in a small village, like in the middle, literal, physical, geographic middle of the country. I do not really have any data on any of that.
Okay, yeah, because I got this general impression that, and I read especially about Finland, where the discussion is very important, and it's about also teaching the kids to critical thinking, and they can voice their opinions regarding anything, and it's not about actually learning a poem by heart and tell it the next day because you learned it or whatever, but like other things. And I'm trying to figure out if I'm generalizing here or not, but even from like company culture to assess how things work and why Swedes have so many meetings, because in the whole alignment process everyone is involved. They can give in their ideas and they work together to create a better product. While I experienced a lot, and I worked for great companies most of my life, so it's like they were also like, I would say, not traditional, rather modern companies, but still it was more typical that we were actually, well, I would say following orders or doing whatever they ask us to do. not discussing it, right? So when I arrived to this work culture, it was very refreshing. And while the discussion was going on and I was putting my comment in, I think I'm a bit annoyed when someone who only lived at one place and he obviously only knows one culture from that perspective, has no comparison whatsoever, tries to come with arguments that, yeah, this is not that because we have higher IQ than Swedes or whatnot, which might be true, but what the frick you do with your higher IQ if your government decides that you will be good at the assemble assortment at a factory. We are building factories now and assembling batteries. You don't need high intellect for that or high IQ. What a waste of intellect. I mean, I'm so sorry, and I respect everyone's jobs, and I would even go as a factory worker if I wouldn't have any other job to do. So this is not about that. I'm just saying that if someone comes with the argument that it's about the intellect or whatnot, what does intellect has to do with the typical factory work where you don't need to use your brain a lot? Is this the direction where we want to drive towards? Is this something that is a goal? Because it seems like for some it is.
No, they just want meat puppets to do what they want.
Exactly. So they don't need critical thinking for that. Guaranteed. That's not
that particular task. No. But to answer your question, if there was like an opportunity to kind of ask questions and that sort of thing. Yeah, absolutely. Every lesson we had an opportunity to do that. There was never like shut up, do your work kind of a culture. No.
Yeah, and it's not about, obviously there are levels to this. So I'm not saying I work for shut
levels.
Up. Shut up. It wasn't about shut up, and I typically didn't work for very authoritarian type of companies like you know the traditional old time or government owned type of things. I never worked for those. Ooh. So I do not know how they work, but
oh, nice. I just want to give a shout out to Flaskhals, who just posted on the shout box on Slay Radio. So I listened to your show like 15 plus years ago. I joined the Retro Amiga group and came to think of this show. Did not remember the name of it, but after some fancy Googling, I found it, and you are still at it. You're amazing, guys. Well, thank you for joining us again.
Oh, thank you. And yeah, this is a very chatty show compared to what we usually do. Yeah. So sorry about that. Now we will play some music, shall we? Yeah, let's go with that one. Bolo wants to hear Marcel Donnet and Green Beret Blues. So next 4 minutes, awesomeness.
Always with Marcel.
You were ruining it. This had such a great atmosphere.
It still has a great atmosphere.
Yeah,
It's
but
fine.
anytime you come in, the great atmosphere is over.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it must be
Aw.
my farting.
That's just one factor, but I don't feel it now, which is a good thing.
Well, that's maybe because I didn't fart.
I think I would win that competition, though.
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows?
Maybe, who knows?
Anyway, Fluskulls, if you want to join us on Discord, you can do that by going to slay.radio/discord. There's a bunch of people in there right now talking and posting cat memes or videos or things. There's cats.
There is. And
Also, a lot of great people,
yes,
but mainly cats.
great people and cats, and I'm happy. And sometimes I really feel like I just want to leave the world outside, and all I want is cats and great people, and I'm happy. I had like bigger ambitions when I was young, but right now I just realized that this is all I need.
Leave the world behind
Yeah, no, sometimes
and
I
hope
still
that
think
you
of
will
that, but-
find. Those are lyrics I wrote at some point. I can't remember for what. Some Larsek thing, maybe?
Uh-huh. And did it ever happen? Like
No, it wasn't released. I can't remember the track. I can't remember now.
that's some serious crazy cat lady there.
Oh, yeah.
Berka.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to have to feed cats like that.
Yeah, that looks very scary. Not really.
Healthy.
No, it's not healthy for the cats either. I mean,
no, not healthy. Healthy for anyone.
I get it that you want to save sheltered cats. Like my grandma had a friend who was saving
A cat.
shelter dogs. So she was particularly saving shelter dogs. And one day she showed up with a beautiful Irish setter dog, like about this. You don't see it because it's not about this tall at least, because
How tall?
Irish setters. Well, it's harder to make it about this tall. Like it's probably not a small dog. And she said that unfortunately my dogs can't tolerate another dog. And can you give him some comfort and whatnot? And then this is how my grandma had a dog. And he had the most generic dog name in Hungarian that you can give him, probably
Dog.
Blöki. One of the most generic dog names. But anyway, yes, she never planned it. Well, she planned it maybe once when she would have a house with a garden, because she always thought that an apartment is just too small for a dog. But this is how she had a dog. And yeah, there are just people who like to save animals, and I totally understand that, because it's a fantastic thing to do.
Yeah.
But if you go overboard like this lady on Discord, then I don't know if that's the case, or I don't know where this scene is from, so we would need to know that. But
Looks like a 80s thing.
yeah. The only cam. The Ziona only cam.
That's the Ziona only cam. And it's tilted backwards a little bit too much. Let me fix it.
Oh God. And I need to just look at the screen meanwhile you are doing that. Yeah, I guess it works.
There we go. Fixed it.
Okay, good. Now we can go back to the generic view.
Yeah,
Thank you very
you have
much.
your own buttons.
I know, but I barely see them. Well, okay, now I see
Put
them.
your glasses on. Open your eyes. Stop blinking too much.
Right. Let's.
Do you need a tissue or eye drops?
No, I don't live with those, but tissue maybe sometimes.
Oh, Ziona only cam, zoo cam. Says
Cam.
Proton.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And my IRC is just blinking. Ping, ping. Anyway.
Is it trying to log out or something?
No,
Oh
it's,
no,
it's the
triggering the highlight. Yeah.
So, Zois wants to hear Barbarian 2 Dungeon of Drax by
Ooh.
Dax.
Dax or Drax and Drax. There we go.
Yeah, ready?
Dax, the Dungeon of Drax.
Welcome to the Dungeon of Drags.
Dragon's breath in the midnight gloom. Warriors gather as shadows loom. Cold winds whisper ancient doom. Hearts beat fast in the cavern's womb. Heroes rise with trembling hands, clashing swords on haunted lands. Echoes of the lost demands, dreams of freedom shift like sand. In the dungeon of Drax where the light won't last, steel meets steel in the battle's raw. Fight for the dawn or be tied to the past. Only the strong walk out their door. It's the dungeon of Drax. Mystic runes flow underfoot. Wolves howl from forgotten wood. Blood of legend siphons the soot. May not forget where Titan stood. A chandelier of spears above. Fate is cruel, but warriors love. Sirens roar on wings of dove. Which last taken fits that love. In the dungeon of Drax where the light won't last, steel meets steel in the battle's raw. Fight for the dawn or be tied to the past. Only the strong walk out the door. In the dungeon of Drax where the light won't last, steel meets steel in the battle's raw. Fight for the dawn or be tied to the past. Only the strong walk out the door. In the dungeon of Drax where the light won't last, steel meets steel in the battle's raw. Fight for the dawn or be tied to the past. Only the strong walk out the door. Fight. It's the dungeon of Drax where the light won't last. Steel meets steel in the battle's roar. Fight for the dawn or be tied to the past. Only the strong walk out that door.
Isn't that fun? We've been running the whole show and not been live on the relays.
What?
Exactly. We've been running the whole show and not been live on the relays. So what I'm going to do after the show, I'm going to... hello, relay people. Sorry, you've been listening to the rotational throughout the show. So what I'm going to do is pull out the audio from the recording here, the local one, and upload that to the podcasty thingies.
I did not see that coming.
No, me either.
Okay.
I just noticed that now. So Flaskhals, who joined us on the shout box earlier, didn't hear me saying the hellos and saying that there's a bunch of people on Discord, blah, 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 etc. Slay.radio/Discord if you want to join us there. And yeah, sorry about that. Should have kind of seen that, like at least someone commenting on the relays. I guess most people nowadays are tuning into the video streams instead of the relays for live shows. So, yeah.
Can be resolved for the archive, but what's been done is lost on the relays.
There we go.
Well,
Flaskhal says, I'm here now. Popped up on Discord. Welcome. And yeah, sorry. Yeah.
You might
Shit
potentially
happens.
be listening to the rotational in that case, I guess, because if you only heard music and not us talking, then I guess this is the chance that you were listening to the rotational while seeing that there is a show going on. And that doesn't happen very often, but it did happen now.
Yeah. And Nardog says, IRC forever. So if you want to join the IRC people, we're on there as well. FNet, the channel is called Slay Radio on there as well. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, shit happens, and then this apparently. Oops. Yeah, just means a little bit of cleaning up after, I guess.
Ever so slightly.
And do you know what I missed to do right at the start of the show?
I do not.
I did not connect but to the stream, to the relay.
Oh.
So when I clicked go live on the homepage and all of that, it tried to tune into the relay and got nothing. So it went back to the rotational but kept the live on air icon and all of that on the homepage. So me, stupid.
You need a Monday-like Excel list of the steps.
I used to have one posted right here on the wall next to the Rob poster, essentially, in the old house. And I do that checklist every week, so I kind of know it by heart now. And I did check, I thought, everything, but missed this step.
Yeah, you need tables. I need tables.
Now we have two of them right here.
Yeah, I know, but it's just, I don't know. For me, it helps so much that I see my to-dos in front of me. Otherwise, yeah, I started to build up this habit a few years ago that I'm doing things on the fly very many times. So if they are short, then I can get over them. And then I can just get them out of the table as soon as possible. It's just they are going out. So therefore, I'm usually...
Are they so traumatic that you need to get over them?
Sometimes they are, when I need to kind of contemplate for 2 weeks that, oh, I need to do this. I need to do this. I still need to do this. Oh, my God.
I also hate templates.
So you prefer to contemplate?
Exactly.
Right, okay.
So it's like the anti-template.
Right, okay. Let's carry on with the next song. This is not going anywhere.
No, and we are running out of time.
Yeah, Mr. Mothhead. This is always the time for me to exercise my Swedish, okay? Mothhead. Mothhead.
Sked.
Mothhead.
Yes.
Head.
Almost. Sked.
God, I don't even know.
Matsked.
Yeah, it's like anytime and every time I say something in Swedish to someone and they ask back, what did you say? And then I need to switch to English because I just realize it's the intonation. It's just, it doesn't matter that I say the right words. It's the intonation that's not correct.
No,
Doesn't matter.
no, it's
Let's
a
carry on.
singing language.
Yeah, I know. I like to sing, but that I did not see coming. Formula One Simulator from the Syntax Era album from Elman. Of course, composer is Rob Hubbard, as we know. And we have the Hardware album.
The Hardware album.
The Hardware album is there. The CD.
Even I am on this one together with Romo Knight.
Yes, what a great track as well. And
Oscar.
yeah, that's gonna be Formula One Simulator, also available on RKO.
Fiddly-doo.
Commodore 64 sound chip. This is the sound.
If you hear the Commodore 64 sound chip, you and your family must turn it up.
Back, the C64 is special because the fact that it had a large install base across the world and represented a whole age of pioneering that really doesn't exist anywhere else.
Not yet.
Ah, well, we'll play one more tune then.
Okay.
Okay, then.
Okay.
Oh, it's 11 o'clock.
Just so you know, guys, I really wanted to convince him to play at least 3 more tracks because we couldn't give a request for everyone tonight, unfortunately, because we were talking too much.
Yes, we were.
Unfortunately. Sorry about that.
And this time it wasn't just her fault either.
Well, that's really a great thing to say because other times it's always my fault.
Usually, you are the one who talks the most. Yes. Are you going to disagree with me on that?
I don't know. Am I? One bug or feature of the lot of talking people is that they don't notice that. So it's hard when you don't. You are not self-aware about this fact, right? Yeah, I just feel that if I talk a lot, I must have been talking about nothing, I guess, because it doesn't feel very substantial sometimes.
Well, I have days at work where I feel like, okay, I know I've been working, but I cannot remember what I did all day long.
Yeah, I know the feeling. And here's the thing, it's like, I can't remember, but I know that I didn't spend a single minute with other things.
Yeah, exactly.
What exactly happened?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I know. It happens.
It does, yeah. Hyperfocus does that.
Yeah, I guess so. It does.
But it's fine.
It is.
It's fine. So does this mean that we need to wrap up for tonight?
Yes, let's wrap up. I'll put down the beat and you wrap up.
Uh-huh. Ba-da-dum.
There we go. Wrapped up.
Well, okay. Okay, so I guess it's time for us to talk about the schedule then. Because the regular schedule is that next week on the 14th of November at 8 o'clock Central European time, we will be back as usual. On the 21st, 1 week after that, there is a likelihood that we might not do a show because transmission party is happening 2 days later, also online. So go for details to T64, what's the short URL?
T64.to.
T64.to, so excellent. It's not transmission64.com, but you can also type that. It's just a little bit long. Thank you so much. And there will be
T64.to on the screen now.
Thank you. And there will be all sorts of Commodore 64 competitions at that online party, and it will last for hours and hours. You can spend your whole afternoon and evening with us that Saturday, and it can be watched from anywhere in the world, so that's not gonna be
because internet.
Yay! So it's not a local party. So yeah, that week.
One of the funny things that has been sent to the organizers is a question: do you accept remote entries? It's an online-only party.
Yes.
No, we do not. We only accept in-person entries.
Yes, you need to hand it. You need to hand it towards us in Sweden, or I don't know, travel to Canada or travel to wherever. No, just
Germany,
kidding.
I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Germany, UK. Anyway, so yes. There is a likelihood of remote entries there, I guess, ever so slightly. And I guess for that week, you will have enough of us throughout the 8 hours, right? So
hopefully.
So maybe it's even better that we don't do a show on Thursday that week, because that's gonna be too much of us for 1 week.
We're definitely not doing a show that week, but to tune in, of course, we won't be broadcasting that here on Slay Radio. It's going to be on Transmission 64's own Twitch stream, which you can find on twitch.tv/transmission64.
Thank you.
So
And-
subscribe now and get notified and all of that jazz.
All of that jazz.
Yes.
And then
Or all of that Sid.
Yep. And 28th of November we will be back. That's a Thursday as well. And first week of December we might be off because I'm gonna be remote. I'm not gonna be
Very
a
remote.
remote entry, but yeah, I'm gonna be very remote that week. So yeah, after that, of course, we will be back again with the regular schedule. That's what we can foresee right now. And of course, on other days of the week, if you don't know, you can also join to Boz Radio, where they have similar live shows, only playing commercial music. But
Oz Radio
sometimes
on screen now.
Thank you. And there are live shows on Saturdays, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. And do you have their schedule on screen?
I
or-
do not,
No,
but I
not
can bring
yet.
it up. Bring it up. Hold on. Schedule
Loading
is
screen.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the whole thing. There we go. There's the schedule. Oh,
And
let me.
the QR code
yeah.
is covering
Sorry.
the show, but
Yeah,
it's happening on Saturday. So all of them start at 8 o'clock Central European time. And you can see this is pretty much the regular schedule. So Ziduder on Saturday, Metricado on Monday, Cactus on Tuesday, and Boz on Wednesday. And yeah, I guess we wish you a very good weekend.
We wish you a very good weekend. We wish you a very good weekend.
We are not there yet, but we are really approaching towards
Yeah.
that time of the year, yes.
Oh my
Mariah
God,
Carey was
yes.
unfrozen already, so I guess
Was on Frozen?
unfrozen, yes,
Oh.
because you always need to unfreeze
Yeah,
Mariah
yeah.
Carey when this happens. So in November, she gets out of the ice and then she gets played again everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it has started, but we are still in the early phase of that. And yeah, take care and see you next Thursday.
And thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Yes, and our last request will be our newly rejoined Flaskhals' request, and it's a classic. Yes. What?
It's just saying,
Yes.
miming Hello Flaskhals.
Yes, so welcome back again. I just so you know, I'm new here. I'm only doing shows like for 7 years here, so it doesn't really matter
Yeah,
in that
just-
timeline.
It's like a couple of weeks now or something.
Yeah, it doesn't matter compared to the whole timeline of Slay Radio because that's like 25 years by now, right? So, but yeah, it's getting there. And the request is Mordy and Plastic Pop, I Miss You, which is a real classic, very nice wind down.
Yeah.
So I thought that would be.
Yeah.
And apologies again for other people like not being able to play your requests, but next week we will try to make up for it. We were just a bit blue this week.
As you can see on the whole setup, quite blue, Dabu Diabu Day.
Yes, but it's gonna be all right. Everything is gonna be all right, right?
Not everything,
Not
but
everything,
but hopefully in time it will. But anyway, who cares? Here's some good remix.
yes. Good night. Take care. See you next week. Bye.
Bye. Sleeping tights.
When I'm with you, the things we'll do. When I'm with Some precious moments, just a few. Ever since I think of you, over and over
Boodly-doo, boodly-doo.
Hello, this is Tron of the Subversive Elements. I'm calling on behalf of Slay Radio.
What do you need, kid?
Well, I sent you an email, but I didn't get a reply yet. We're trying to get a celebrity on one of the shows. And
You need something moved?
No, we just want a celebrity in one of the shows to, entertain the audience. And since the majority of the listeners are absolute Star Wars geeks...
Hey, don't group me in with them. I'm not with those guys.
No, it's just that, the radio station is all about remixes of games of the good old Commodore 64.
Right.
And, they're all nerds. And
Can't argue with that.
yes, well, they probably all have seen the Star Wars movies about a zillion times. So I thought it would only be logical to try and get one of the cast to co-host one of the shows. Take a look at the email and the pictures of the studio I've sent you.
That looks pretty good. What do you think? Yeah, I bet it's cramped. I doubt they had Wookiees in mind, pal.
It's located on planet Earth in the Sol system.
Great, the middle of nowhere. I hope there's a cantina over there.
Well, I'm sure there is one. But we were hoping that you could answer some questions from your fans.
We can do that.
and comment on some remixes.
Can do.
And, well, anything else you're good at?
I'm pretty handy with a blaster.
Oh, that won't be necessary. And of course, there will be a webcam in the studio, so the listeners can actually see you. So basically, all you have to do is just sit there, speak into the mic, and be beautiful.
If you want to pay me for sitting here, it's your credits. When do we get paid?
We could offer you a second-hand Commodore 64 when you arrive.
I always wanted one of those.
And hey, I'll even throw in a free TCP packet.
Wait a minute. I wasn't born yesterday. What's the catch?
Well, we were kind of hoping that you would do this for free as a sort of mutual promotional thingy.
Why can't I get paid for jobs like this?
Because it's a non-profit radio station, totally dependent on donations.
What a wonderful idea.
It's hard enough to keep it running as it is. And they even got some competition recently from Parallax, who has...
Sorry, but I've got my own problems to worry about. If you have a job for me, one that pays, feel free to look me up. Until then, watch it! Looks like I got company.
Listen, I can tell that you're busy. If
Let's take them out, shall we? We can outmaneuver them.
If you could just drop by when you're in the neighborhood, then we can record a show in advance and...
No more discussions.
We're sorry. Your long-distance company has been temporarily disconnected.
Damn.
Please hang up and try your call again later.